go Naga Siren for Eurus, Ori on the Death Prophet, PYW on the Nyx. But throughout those games, you know, I've watched Old 11, and I feel like there were times where he really felt like he was just getting too far ahead of himself or really finding himself out of position. And it ultimately became a hindrance to the team, but not enough where it was holding them back from any of those wins. It's the Naga Siren that's ahead, and the Naga Siren who's really pulling forward. And this could be a big problem here for LGD if they allow this farm to continue to really proceed as it has. PYW goes down here towards mid. Chalice gets a kill on Ori. Yang may be turning this into a kill on X-Nova with the Chakram, but the slow is out. Doesn't matter. Timber Chain hits. X-Nova is dead. So, I mean, with that takes out the omnipresence of the Black Hole. If they still get Yang here, that is a bit shocking. However, now they've gotten themselves the song. They'll use the Exorcism. They hit the Impale on X-Nova. They'll get the kill into the Shadow Demon. PYW takes a big shot from a power shot. I'll have this ready to go, and now you need to figure out where your answers are going to be here from LGD. Old 11, is he still going into the BKB? Yeah, he's actually got the BKB. He wants the Blink Dagger next. He pops the BKB. Now what can he get out of this? Chain Frost gets thrown his way. The BKB duration is just about over. So the 10-second BKB ultimately gets wasted. But, well, they get the kill into PYW. They lose Old 11. It looks like they'll lose X-Nova too. This is sloppy all over the place. A couple of heroes backed off the pressure coming towards the bottom lane. So Somnus, Ori here, Spike Carapace with the Impale. They've got the Silence. Do they have the damage? Sinister Gaze locks him up, and Yang gets the kill with the Chakram. Somnus a little greedy in that spot by himself, and he ends up paying dearly for it. Meanwhile, they'll continue forward looking for Old 11. He's silenced up. He pops the BKB again, but this is another situation where he can't go and turn for a Black Hole. BKB about to run out in just a moment. Eurus comes over. Malefice is out, but they've got the Euls out onto this Enigma, and they get Old 11 again. These fights just not going nearly as well as LGD are hoping for, as X-Nova running away, but the silence comes in. Can they stop the TP? Himself that Blink Dagger. PYW moving in. BKB is popped. Two-man Black Hole comes through. There's the Remnant forward. They get the kill into PYW. Can they also get Yang? Searing Chains is out, but he pops the Guardian Greaves. It won't matter with a Demonic Purge on him and the damage coming in from Chalice. They take a 1-2 punch to the gut, and now they're looking for more. Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains locks in two. The Chain Frost bouncing around, and it's not a lot of damage, but with the Exorcism, they might even continue to turn this. BKB was popped by Ori as Chalice throws out the Requiem. He has to go invis with the Shadow Blade as he starts to run with the rest of LGD. Yule's coming through from Ori on the FY. The chase is on. The kill is there, and now they've got X-Nova in a little bit of trouble as they've got the silence on him. He needs to try and turn tail. He goes towards the neutral camp. The Ensnare is there. The Illusions, with the help of Ori's Crypt Swarm, is onto the point booster for this Ags. They work their way through the jungle, but they're not going to find anybody. Across mid, and let's see if LGD can take an advantageous fight. They're still down 3,000 net worth. They'll find Eurus, and he had the Silver Edge. Manta comes out from the Naga, but the Remnant forward. Searing Chains, BKB, there's the song. Can Eurus leave successfully? The right-click damage coming through. Here comes Yang, and now their song for just a moment. They get the Requiem out. Hits on a bunch of these heroes, fears them up. They've got the Shackle out onto the Timber Saw, and now LGD deciding that they might just need to leave. Power Shot comes through, and I say that Sleight of Fist hits on a DY. They'll get the kill there, and maybe they'll look for more. They've got the Remnant over on Ori. The Searing Chains hits on a 2. They've got the Black Hole to follow it up. They get the kill on Ori. Now they look over at Yang. Make it 3, and a double kill for Chalice. Backed up for a second, just wanted to reposition. They went back in with the Ags now here on Ember. Throws a Remnant forward. They get the BKB as well as the Black Hole down from Old 11 on 2 heroes. And LGD have brought this game back net worth-wise into their favor. LGD coming over, if they could just... So the Unpulse comes through. They've got the Silence as well as the Sinister Gaze out on FI. Will pop the BKB. Now they're going over to Ori. Chalice doing a lot of damage. The Lotus Orb is out onto the Death Prophet, who popped the BKB. They look for the Requiem. They get the kill on Ori. And now they've got the song. That stops the Requiem from flying in. Vici, Meteor Hammer coming through. There's the Remnant forward, but it's not going to save the life of Chalice. Now they've got the Yules out onto this Nyx Assassin, but oh boy, this is a big problem here for LGD. The Shackle comes out from FY. That's not going to save the life of this Somnus Ember, and back into the Roche Pit they go. And Spike Carapace, FY. Oh boy. Sinister Gaze, Meteor Hammer, slams on him. Extra Eidolon damage as well, so maybe Old 11 can defend, or even if given the opportunity can push with the extra Eidolons. BKB's pop by FY. Now they'll turn this around. The BKB comes out from Old 11 as well as Chalice. They've got the Black Hole out on a Yang. They'll get the kill on a DY, so they took out 2 with that Black Hole. The Remnant forward, they've got themselves the disruption. LGD starting to turn this, and now Eurus needs to try and fight this back. Requiem comes through. That'll fear back Eurus as the song comes out and songs up a couple of these heroes on the side of LGD. They've lost themselves X-Nova, and now they're Remnant to continue on forward. Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains locks down this Naga Siren. The right quick damage coming out from this Chalice Shadow Fiend might be enough. But they've got the silence coming through from Ori onto this Ember, and now Ember's the one in trouble with the Exorcism right on top of him. The damage coming out from Chalice isn't going to be enough onto the Darth Prophet, and now we take a look over at PYW, gets the stun on to FY. They bought back on the Shadow Demon X-Nova, trying to help out where he can. Spirit Siphon out on FY, as well as the Shivas to slow him down. Finally gets the disruption and holds the Death Prophet back where the Exorcism will finally end. But the ensnare comes out from Eurus, and now Shackle not going to be enough. Cleaned up easily. FY dead. So is Somnus, both without buyback. Windrunner is there. Use the Spike Carapace on the Midnight Pulse. Meteor Hammer comes through. They'll get their range track. So now LGD trying to defend. Got 8 seconds until they have the Ember up. 16 until the Windrunner is here. Silence hits on the Chalice, and Old 11 again looking for that opportunity. They are setting up near each other. And now there's the Blink as well as the Black Hole on a 3. This is the opportunity they were looking for. They've got themselves the Remnants going forward. PYW is going to be the only one who dies. They've got the song. Can they survive through it? No, he can't. Eurus is there with 99 seconds on the sideline with buyback. Now they look over at Ori with the Remnant coming forward. Ori now hit with the Searing Chains, but the BKB trying to TP out. Can they stop it? No, they cannot. Sinister Gaze comes out, as well as the Chain Frost bouncing around from DY, but that's just a defensive one. Now we take a look over at bottom as now Exorcism comes through. Somnus backs off. Exorcism committed to this. They'll find the Yules out onto the Shadow Fiend. Chalice it with the silence, but the Hex comes through onto the Death Prophet. They've got the Remnant forward, but they won't jump to it just yet. The stun hits. Oh boy, Chalice in trouble. He's down low, needs to run. BKB's pop by FY. There's the Black Hole on the 3. It's the Requiem in death here. FY trying to do enough damage out from the side of LGD. They get the kill on Old 11. It won't be enough. Chalice dead for 93 seconds as the song comes through. They'll get the Meteor Hammer down on FY. No, they won't. He's got the Wind Run to sidestep, and it doesn't matter. They'll get the stun. They'll get the kill. They'll buy back on Old 11. Now they got to get Somnus out of this as he Remnants back and forth and away. The BKB, can he get out of harm's way? Yes, he can. He finds himself far, but not far enough. Yang with the kill on a Somnus. 98 seconds with buyback. Bounty runes are available in a couple seconds. They'd love to grab one. Silence comes out, as well as the Chakram with the Timber Chain coming from Yang. He's got that extra extension on it, thanks to the fact that he's got that level 25 talent. Meteor Hammer drops down to the tier 3, as well as the Illusions hitting away with Ori. They'll get the tier 3 tower gone. Chalice not up for another 30 seconds. They've got the Shackle out. Stuns up Yang for just a moment. The BKB's been popped by FY. They've got the Demonic Purge on him as well, but he Timber Chains to the only tree right by the bottom of the steps. Now FY without the BKB. They pop the Lincolns on Old 11. The Chain Frost comes out on a couple of these creeps. Chakram whirling away on FY. They'll get the kill. He's dead for 2 minutes. No buyback. He bought back initially on this. They pop the Lincolns once again onto Old 11, who pops the BKB, now turns over towards DY, but that's not where you want to use that Black Hole. So he's now no longer with a BKB, and they're looking to defend. Remnants come over. The buyback comes out from this Lich. Now with the BKBs through the song, they'll try to survive. They've got the Requiem. They don't get the kill yet on a PYW, but finally with one more right click, they finally will. Timber Chain, that doesn't get him down to the low ground. That actually hits a tree that's on the high ground. Yang still far enough away. Old 11 looking for an opportunity here to get a Black Hole down onto Vici as they bought back on PYW as well as DY. Now they'll try to defend the tier 4s. Old 11 needs to find the perfect positioning, and it's really about Vici trying to stay split up. They're up 21,000 net worth. Now they've got Searing Chains coming out onto Illusions. Exorcism committed with a repair kit placed on one of these tier 4s. They'll get at least the left one. PYW back into the Ags form, and now they've got themselves the Black Hole out onto Ori. They'll get the kill there, but they've also lost X-Nova. The buyback on the Death Prophet. Now they look over. As burrowed into the ground is the Nyx, who just bought back. But he's got the Aegis. Got the refresher to get that exorcism out. Once again, the song comes through, so that'll stun up all these heroes on the side of LGD. They get the kill on Old 11. He's gone for 2 minutes without buyback. They get PYW out of the fight. He's gone for 2 minutes as well. But now they've got the kill on the Chalice. He finally has buyback for this one. FY goes down. He's got no buyback, down for 100. Now it's just Somnus and Chalice who try to do something with this. Exorcism still going around, and GG will be called by LGD as Vici take game 1, 53 minutes in. Queen of Pain comes in for LGD, and that puts the DK in the safe lane. Too low. He might end up dead. Fire Spirits will burn through DY, and it hits. It will be first blood there for FY. Bottom spear hit on the PYW. Meanwhile, back towards top. Look over as the Dragon Tail comes out. Back over bottom. PYW getting chased. They get the kill on the Centaur. Trying to think that maybe the Lina would die first, but I guess I was foolish to think so with the Sonic Wave coming out onto the Centaur. We at least catch one of the kills. I don't have split screen capabilities on this computer, unfortunately. I tried. DY gets hit and killed off here by Somnus, but there's the rotation from Eurus, who does have the Chronosphere. First hit bash. Chronosphere comes in, Ori with the Static Link. So Somnus now needs to leave, but unable to do so with Blink on cooldown still. Fire Blast out, LSA hits, and X-Nova in trouble, but the Spear hits with a Sonic Wave. They'll take out Eurus. They get the kill there on a DY. That combo coming in from Old 11 as well as Somnus is a beautiful one. And trying to maintain some order in this mid lane, but it looks like they're going to lose the tower. The Supernova goes down, PYW burning out. He will finally melt. PYW's gone, and it looks like Yang next to follow, and a couple of shots coming with the Shadow Strike still on him. Somnus gets the kill, 4 dead on the side of Vici. Now close the gap with the Blink. Chronosphere committed out on to this Phoenix. They get the kill on FY. Static Storm also came through. Not certain if that's because they thought that they weren't going to get the kill while in the Chrono and didn't want him to Icarus dive away. Spear locks him to the side of the arena. They get the kill here on the DY with God's Rebuke. And Old 11 really starting to do work on this Mars. Well, Stampede, he eats the Laguna Blade, but Ori coming over with the Static Link. Now Old 11, he kind of just wants to die. So the damage isn't that much taken away from him, but Ori gets himself 115. Old 11 survives it with the Sonic Wave pushing Ori far enough away. And now the Blink forward from Somnus. Highly aggressive play coming through from LGD. They've got the Supernova. They start to burn on these heroes of Vici. They hit the stun on the Mars. Now they look over at Yang. The right-click damage as well as the Supernova popping to get the stun out onto the Centaur. They've got the Static Link through on Old 11. The Plasma Field hits back and forth, but the Bulwark doing work. Sunray, Blink forward, gets the kill on Ori. Now they're looking for more. Fire Blast glimpse back on Old 11, but finally get the kill here on the Mars. Eurus is in the fight. Hoof Stomp, double edge, Icarus dive away. They've got the Chronosphere down inside the arena. Do they have the damage to get the kill onto this Mars? Sonic Wave pushes them back. Stampede to get on top of this Mars once again. Old 11 ends up dead. Sunray not going to be enough. The Static Storms pop down here by DY. They take out FY. They blink away from Somnus. LGD disengage. Yet, but they might even look to turn this around. They've got 16 seconds till the Sonic Wave is back up. Dragon Tail comes in. The big spells were already used here by the Radiant side. They get the kill on the PYW. Now they look over the clumsy net out on Yang. Ori also coming through with Static Link, but Somnus blinks back to break that leash. Dragon Tail comes out once again on a Yang. Kinetic Field is down by DY, but DY, is that going to be enough for the rest of your team to really make something going? Chalice surviving for now. The right clicks coming out from Eurus. You've got Somnus with the Sonic Wave in just a moment. The Time Walk gets that health back. They get the bashes through on an X-Nova. They get the kill here onto the Ogre Magi. And now Yang trying to chase. They've got Chalice back into their grasp. Dragon Tail comes in with the buyback coming out from this Ogre. Time Walk away once again. Somnus. Now what's the countdown marker on the Sonic Wave to come in a third time through this exchange? They get the kill there on the DY. And now the LSA hits from PYW. Somnus continuing to give charge as Eurus may be looking for an opportunity to go back in. But it's actually the Mars who looks for an opportunity as well, Old 11 locks him down with the spear on the Arena of Blood. They'll get the kill on a Yang. It's Somnus who gets credit for the kill. And now 7 seconds until he's got the Sonic Wave back. Maybe the more potential there is here for Vici to pull this game back. They are setting up like they might want to fight sometime sooner, maybe catch an exit. We've got the smoke out on DY. LSA hits onto the Queen of Pain. They've also got themselves a Static Storm. The Laguna Blade comes through. The Sunray keeping this Queen of Pain alive. There's the Yules, Icarus dive, as well as the Supernova in between everybody. The Arena Boy comes in. They've got the stun on the Faceless Void. and this might stun everybody on the Radiant side. It does. Can they get any damage out onto these heroes to get the kills? They finally take out DY. They look over at Ori. They'll take out the Razor. They've got themselves 2. Now they're looking for more. The LSA hits onto this Phoenix. FY stunned up. The Breathe Fire just not in time, and PYW's TP is in time. Taking a look back over towards this top jungle area for the side of the Radiant. They're burning away on Yang. They've got the Spirit Vessel on him. There's the Fire Blast coming through, and the damage coming from the Scream as well as the Shadow Strike out onto Yang pretty often. They take the tier 3 tower. They look to take the set of racks. And it looks to be no problem for them. Blink, Spear, God's Rebuke. It all misses. But now they've got themselves the Stampede as well as the Static Storm on top of this Mars. But the BKB from Ori is going to wear out eventually. They've got themselves the Dragon Tail coming through on a Yang. They can't even get the kill on Old 11 just yet. They'll get the kill on a Yang, and they'll take him out for 45 seconds without buyback. They'll call GG, and we'll be even at 1. Icarus dive, Supernova, as well as the Arena. They've got the stun on to Bolt, the Queen of Pain, as well as the Mars, but it's not going to matter. They'll burn out DY. They'll look over at the Razor, who will stay. And from there, LGD going to the DK.
Choose your hero.
Ready. Finally skills it up. And they did get the first blood bottom onto Faceless Void. Took a look over top for a second. They got the Dream Coil as well as the Ignite. They'll get the kill here on an Old 11, so they do end up trading, which usually in trades that involve the first blood end up being worth it for the team that gets the first blood, and you see a little bit of gold going advantageously to LGD. So they'll bring back this Eurus Faceless Void. Now over in the river, though, Dragon Tail comes in, and this is Ori in trouble. Nothing he could do except try and turn and fight. Entire time now, Somnus coming through with the Elder Dragon form. DY, he's stunned up. They had you ready. And they're going to look for more. They've got the Sentry Ward down on the high ground. Bramble Maze comes in. Faceless Void brambled up. They've got the stun out onto the Ogre Magi, but it's not going to be enough. The Cursed Crown, now they're looking for the Chronosphere, but the Cursed Crown actually stuns up this Faceless Void. They've got the Global Silence coming out now, and the Chronosphere committed to the Centaur. And they get the kill. The Terrorize comes in. They take out DY. Eurus' Courier goes down as he's running within the Fear. They'll have the Infest getting popped. The Double Edge comes through. They'll get the kill on a Eurus. Now they'll look for a +1 is Yang. He shows up, maybe trying to help out the Faceless Void, but he's a little bit too late. Bramble Maze on the trees, and now you got to traverse the maze and hope that you don't get caught. X-Nova on the backlines ends up dead, but they get the kill on a Yang, and now they look over at Ori, who's trying to run away. He used that Illusory Orb to finish off X-Nova on the Silencer. For most Centaurs, when you're able to have that longer initiation come through. Get out with the Blink Hoof Stomp from more of a distance away. Somnus comes in with the Shadow Blade. They've got the Sentry down early. DY Fire Blast. Dragon Tail hits onto DY though. Before this, now they got the Silence as well as the Stampede getting used, but the Dream Coil comes in. They'll look for the Terrorize. They've got themselves the Chronosphere. There's the Terrorize coming in as well as the Global Silence. So now they get the kill on the DY. They look over at Eurus. He'll time walk away. They find themselves Yang not over by himself, but the Sunray won't keep him alive. It was Ori nearby, but, well, he just needs to try and leave. Terrorize right onto the Faceless Void, and now you're running. Not doing any damage within the Chronosphere. Infest pop. They get the kill on a Eurus again with the Global Silence being used. Somnus comes over with Chalice infested in him to get the kill on the Faceless Void, and it's an 8,000 net worth lead. They're pinching on Ori for a second. They've got the Arcane Curse. Old 11 looking to line up the Hoof Stomp. But the Yules comes in from Ori, and now they've got the Heavenly Grace. So Arcane Curse gets purged off with that. They'll use the Stampede to try to cut the distance between them and Yang. They've got the Hoof Stomp now with the Double Edge and the Dragon Tail to get the kill here onto the Omni Knight. And it's 10,000 net worth lead here for LGD. Got the Shadow Blade. They have the BKB. 10 seconds available for the DK. Goes into the Shadow Blade, looks over at Yang. There's the Dragon Tail as well as the Infest game pop. Battle him right on top of him. Easy kill on a Yang. Old 11 will be ready to jump in on this. There's the Blink as well as the Double Edge coming through on a DY. Do they have the last shot? Yes, they do. So they get the kill into the Ogre Magi. Meanwhile, Eurus just isn't here. He's allowing this mid-center axe to go down. Icarus Dive comes out as well as the Supernova. Now they'll look for the Chronosphere, but it's a huge whiff this time. It's not the Rubik like I screwed up in the previous game, but Eurus, he completely whiffs the Chronosphere, and now it's LGD who have free reign all over the base of Vici. Oh, boy. They pop the Infest. They look for the Terrorize. That's hitting onto the Phoenix. Uses out onto the DK, but this is looking like the beginning of the end here for Vici in game 2. They'll find the kill onto the Faceless Void. He's got buyback. The Dream Coil comes out onto 4, but it's not going to matter. Vici call GG. LGD take a 2-1 lead in this best-of-5 final. Nova, Earth Spirit, FY back on the Phoenix. Ult 11 on the Mars. Somnus mid with that OD. Here with the high regen and has himself just about halfway through level 5. Take a look over mid. Ori getting hit up a little bit hard. X-Nova was the one who came over with the Rolling Boulder as well as the Boulder Smash, but now he's hit with the Fire Blast coming up from DY. X-Nova getting chased with the Burning Spears hitting on him. Will it be enough damage to get the kill onto the Earth Spirit? It will. So first blood is there for Ori over mid with the rotations of PYW as well as the Ogre of DY. The fact that they had FY in the Dark Willow to throw the Terrorize out anytime they committed the Chronosphere. So this time around, maybe as long as the OD's not involved, they're able to find themselves getting potentially an Astral Imprisonment out to stop him from doing anything within the Chronosphere. But now they've got themselves the Arena of Blood down. PYW ends up dead first. Yang committing the Stampede, but the Icarus dive coming over from FY. Now they've got Ori nearby. Chalice giving chase. Bear looking for a root. Can't get it as the Inner Fire disarms the Bear for just a moment. Somnus moving forward. If they can just get the root on Ori, they'll be able to get the kill. They're bringing the Ogre Magi over as sort of a sacrificial lamb as they pull off on LGD, but they stop the TP. Now they've got the Life Break coming out on Ult 11. The Geomagnetic Grip hits on to 2 as well as the Boulder Smash. Now they've got the Sanities coming through on a Yang, and this is not 1 but potentially 2 as Ori with the Inner Fire stays alive for a little bit longer. Now LGD turn tail. They look over at the Lone Druid. They've got the Telekinesis coming through onto Chalice, but he's got the Fear, stays alive for a little bit longer. Double kill for Ori. It really did look like they were going to get the kill onto the Huskar, but they're unable to finish him off. There's the Time Walk as well as the Chronosphere committed onto Somnus. And X-Nova trying to get the save with the Geomagnetic Grip coming out on PYW, but they've got the Telekinesis out on X-Nova. They'll lift him up, slam him down. Will they get the kill? No, they stop committing to this. They back away with the Bear coming forward. Chalice, though, trying to get the kill on a PYW. A couple more shots will kill him off. But the Stolen Spear, that gets thrown over at Chalice. Now he's locked up. DY comes in with a Fire Blast to stun him up. There's the Maelstrom finished for Eurus, and now they'll continue forward to get the kill here onto the Lone Druid. They look over at X-Nova, comes in late, and it's another one here for Vici. This looks like potentially you'll lose the Tier 2 tower over mid. Ori and Yang work on this as they get the TP coming through. That'll be Chalice coming over. They've got the Telekinesis out onto the Mars. They throw him down, but there's the Arena as well as the Fire Blast. The Time Walk away from Eurus. Sunray stolen Arena. Now the Chronosphere comes in from Eurus. He's trying to find something with this as DY survives thanks to the Chrono, but that's a Chrono that really doesn't net them anything. DY ends up dead. Chalice gets the kill there. Now they'll try to stampede away, but they've got the Astral Imprisonment. They've locked him down. They've got the Magnetize out on a Eurus. Maybe looking to re-engage on this. The Bkop is going to be popped by Ori. Looking over at Ult 11. The Life Break jump all the way forward onto the Mars. Focusing the Bear. Trying to get some gold as well as take away the damage from this Lone Druid who becomes a creep without it. They'll take the Bear away. And now they've got the buyback committed from Ult 11. Ori's still doing some work here. The Rolling Boulder onto the high ground from X-Nova to try and get away. The Spear doesn't land onto a tree. Chalice with a new Bear trying to chase onto these dire heroes. PYW Yang onto the high ground. The Hope Stomp misses. There's the God's Rebuke. Ori doing some damage. Ult 11 just popped back. There's the Life Break as well as the Inner Fire getting the disarm, and this is Ult 11 in a lot of trouble. Sanity's Eclipse flies in. They'll get the first life away from this Huskar. Another look for X-Nova who Rolling Boulder further into the fight. They've got the Fear out onto the Centaur, running away with the Spare Vessel on himself, but now they've got themselves the Bear for a second time. Ori finds the Life Break out onto X-Nova, and with the Inner Fire, he'll get the kill. The Geomagnetic Grip as well as the Boulder Smash is there, but it really doesn't do anything. They almost get the kill on a Yang, but now they look over as Eurus. Time Walk forward, gets the Chronosphere out onto Somnus. They've locked him down. They've got the Bashes. They'll get the kill. They're without this OD for 50 seconds. They'll call GG. We are going the full 5. UI on the Shadow Demon, Eurus on the Lifestealer, Yang with that offlane Centaur. And with those 3 Mars games, he's got himself a 1-1 record thus far, and we'll see what he ends up with, a 1-2 record or 2-1 record. Towards top, Pounce, leashes, a lot of damage being done by Chalice over on the Yang. They'll get first blood. Now they turn their attention over onto PYW. Can Chalice survive? He's got the salve. He'll get the double kill. Oh my. Meanwhile, you've got Eurus at level 7. He could infest to go into Ori, maybe to make that jump. But they've got the Elder Dragon form committed from Somnus. Now the Waning Rift comes through. They've got the open wounds, but the Shackle hits onto the puck. Now can they get the arena down? They can! The spear hits on Eurus. They've got the damage coming through to get the kill into the lifestealer. Now they look over at Ori. The Dream Coil drop down on 2. Ori ends up dead as well. 2 heroes gone. They'll look for DY. Dragon Tail up in just a moment. They've got the stun onto the Shadow Demon. X-Nova here for a Fire Blast just in case it's needed. They actually want to give the kill over to Chalice so he can get himself another permanent agility. So there's the Diffusal Blade finished here for the Slark. Chalice now working on a BKB. That's going to be next. We take a look over. They've got the Shackle out onto Ori. Blink as well as the Hoof Stomp comes in from Yang, but they get the kill onto this puck. And Ori buys back. Arena gets committed by Alt 11. They've dropped down the Serpent Wards. Hex through onto Chalice, but now can you work on Yang? He's infested. A lot of damage coming out onto the Slark. Chalice goes in way too far. Dream Coil now through on X-Nova. The Serpent Ward's doing a lot of damage. Eurus, has he stayed too long? They've got themselves the Fire Blast that multicast as well as the Dream Coil. They've locked him down. Can they get the Achilles into the rage? One more shot, not going to get him down. And now they look for DY or Ori. Bloodlust, Elder Dragon form committed. Somnus in the Shadow Blade, now looking over towards bottom. And Eurus hit with the Dragon Tail. Blink as well as the Hoof Stomp, that comes through. But there's the Diffusal Blade used on a Yang. They've got themselves the Pounce as well as the Leash onto the Centaur. He goes into the Shadow Dance, can't get the kill just yet. And now looking to disengage his PSG.LGD. X-Nova hit with the Hex, now throws the Fire Blast over onto the Centaur. Once again, they've got the Serpent Wards down, but it's going to be far away for the fight as they continue to move over towards the Tier 2. Chalice gets the kill over onto Yang. The Dream Coil hits onto 3 of these heroes. Now they've got the Dragon Tail coming out on Ori. The Dark Pact off the stun, and now can they finish this off for LGD? They get the kill onto this onto this puck. I keep trying to call him Dream Coil. I don't know why. PYW ends up dead. They get the kill on FY. They take out Eurus, and now it's looking like everybody's going to fall. DY ends up next. Yang, who came back into this fight, well, he's speared up. Not latching on to anything. Somnus as well as Old 11, and now Chalice coming from the side with the Pounce, as well as a Leash from the Pounce connecting. Or Boots, actually, it's Boots, Javelin, Headdress, finish off the MKB. Looks like they want to fight again. They've got the Shackle coming through with the Dark Pact being used by Chalice. They've got the Hook Stomp from Yang. X-Nova ends up dead. Now they've got themselves the Arena of Blood. That only hits on the DY. They get the kill on the PYW as well as X-Nova. PYW buys back immediately. They get the kill on the DY, who buys back too. Dream Coil out onto both the Dragonite as well as Chalice on this Slark. But they get the kill there onto the Centaur, and he bought back in the previous exchange. But now Chalice is dead. Oh, FY moving forward, takes out Eurus. He's gone for 43 seconds. Over on the edge of this fight, DY, Disruption, survives. Spirit Vessel on a Somnus. They take out the DK. Now they look over at Old 11. Can he at least get the kill on a DY before he dies? No, the Shackle is there, but the Shackle shot latches the Shadow Shaman over to this puck. So now Blink, Waning Rift coming out, as well as the Dream Coil, but Old 11 gets the Arena of Blood out. FY ends up dead. He's got buyback, so maybe he'll commit that. They've got the Shackle through on Old 11. Now they look over at Yang, who blinks and looks for the Hook Stomp. They'll get the stun out on Old 11, as well as the Serpent Ward down around Chalice, as well as this Mars. They get the kill on Eurus. He just gets melted. Now they look over at Yang. Chalice continuing to get a lot of stacks on that Essence Shift. They look now for the rest of the team, as they've gotten themselves 3 kills. Can the side of Vici hold? Double Edge as well as the Hoof Stomp. They've got the Waning Rift coming through as well as the Infest being popped. They drop down the Serpent Wards once again. They get the kill on Old 11. Dream Coil lands onto 3 of these heroes. LGD, they need to regroup for a moment. They took the Tier 3. They also got themselves the Melee Racks. Waning Rift as well as the Illusory Orb. Look at the Shackle from a distance away, but they've got themselves the Dragon Tail. The damage comes in from Chalice, who pops the BKB, and PYW wiped off the face of the earth. But Chalice is making sure you are close. DY, Pounce from a distance out, gets the Leash. The damage coming in with the double damage. The stun is out there from Yang, who blinks in with the Hoof Stomp. But they should be able to get the kill on a DY regardless. But as I say that, the Dream Coil comes down onto multiple heroes. They've got the Hex on to Chalice. They'll get the kill. He doesn't have buyback. Oh my, Chalice getting just controlled up and killed off. And he goes being eaten across the board. Somnus goes into the Elder Dragon form. Lotus Orb on him, keeping him safe for now. DY throwing some Shadow Poison out there, but it's not really much of a deterrent at this point in the game. Blink, Hook Stomp misses from Yang. Now, maybe the reinitiation coming in from LGD. They'll blink, they'll use the spear, they'll get him stuck over to the tower, so DY in a lot of trouble with the Serpent Wards being committed, but it's not going to do enough damage. X-Nova pops his way out of there by killing off one of the Serpent Wards. They look over at PYW, they get the kill into the Shadow Shaman, they look over at Yang. He's infested with this Life Stealer, and he's trying to find a way to run, but he's inside the arena. They've got the Shackle coming out from FY, they get the kill on Yang, they'll look over at Eurus, they'll take out DY, and this is looking like the beginning of the end. Or really, just the end. LGD, they've got the kill on to 4 of these heroes. They'll buy back on Ori. They're trying to defend till the end. They've got themselves the triple kill on Chalice. Now it's the ultra kill. Can he get himself the Rampage? He's looking, he's searching, he's trying to find PYW. He finally finds it before the ancient goes down. Can he get it? Yes, he can. And that is the cap off to this grand final. LGD take it 3-2.